you here with us today. When we come on here and we do this live on TikTok and on YouTube, man, listen, every day from 12 to 2, Monday through Thursday, when we come in here, we have two simple goals. The first goal is to create a sense of connectedness and community where we support each other, where we love on each other. This is a safe space, all of that wonderful stuff. And then the other thing, the second objective that we have is we always have a conversation, a discussion that is designed to be empowering and impactful at some meaningful level. So welcome in, so glad to have you with us. Truly appreciate you being here. Love you so much. And so we're going to get this party started. Y'all ready to go? If y'all are ready to get this party started, put ready in the chat. Put ready in the chat. If you are ready to get this thing going, get our topic going for today. Put ready in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, there she is. Thank you, Janae. And listen, let's go ahead real quick. I want to acknowledge and thank our moderators. Our moderators here on TikTok are Fine Wine and Mimi. If y'all will just kind of wave at the folks real quick. Real quick. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Licia. Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. Thank you for letting us know. All right, Locken. Excellent. If Fine Wine, Mimi, if y'all can wave real quick. These are our moderators over here on TikTok. So let's love on them because of all of the hard work that they do. They keep us safe. They evict people who come in here and try to cause foolishness. And it's just spamming and saying crazy stuff. So we appreciate them for keeping this a wonderful, safe space. And the same thing for Janae over here on YouTube. Janae is doing a wonderful job over here moderating. So again, Fine Wine, Mimi, and Janae, thank y'all so much. We love you. We truly appreciate you for everything that you do. Much love. Much love. Yes. So let's get going. Let me go ahead and pull up our conversation for today. And this is a conversation. This is part 2. If you missed on yesterday, I'm going to do a little brief recap that will bring us up to speed, and so that will launch us into today. And it's going to be a great day. This is our last day of the week, and so we're going to be in here. We're going to close out the week really strongly, right? We're going to close out the week real strong. All right, so here it is. Our conversation is, and it really piggybacks on what we've been talking about all week long. Quantum identity shifting. That's right, quantum identity shifting, how to become the version of you that already succeeds. Hey Monica, good to see you in here. Quantum identity shifting. You know, you always hear me talk about identity. Identity is foundational. It is absolutely foundational. How you see yourself creates the standards and the boundaries of your life. It does. How you see yourself dictates so many things. And so, especially when you understand how this universe operates, the universe does not give you or I what it is that we ask for. It doesn't give us what we beg and plead and pray for, in the traditional context. But when you understand the science behind it, you realize that the universe does not give us what we ask for, but it gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. And so when we start talking about quantum identity shifting, meaning so many variables in the equation, but we want to slim that thing down so that you can begin to live the best version of yourself, where you're happy, you're healthy, you're healed, you're whole. Everything that you're looking for, you attract into your space. If that sounds like something that you can rock with today, where you want to attract that stuff into your space, put me in the chat. If that's you, put me in the chat. Let's go. If that is you, put me in the chat. And so many people, as always, many people are working tirelessly. You are hustling, you are grinding, you are doing your thing. You are making it happen as best you can. You are hustling, you're grinding, and working endlessly on goals while unknowingly remaining loyal to an identity that was formed in a survival and a struggle season. A season that was born out of limitation, it was born out of lack, born out of scarcity mindset. And so when you start to look at yourself, when you start looking at yourself and you say, I want to be different, I want to shift, I want to change, I want to grow. And as you do that, what does that feel like? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that look like? What does that look like? So there's this quiet frustration that comes from doing all of the right things, doing all of the right things while still feeling misaligned, blocked, and stuck. So you can be doing all of the right things, heading in the right direction, doing the right stuff, but still feel blocked. Thank you, Janae. I see you. Thank you. I truly appreciate you. So quantum identity shifting is not about becoming someone new, but about releasing the version of you that no longer matches where you're going. So many of us, even though you have the desire, and this is key, you have the desire to shift, to change, to grow, to become better, to do better. You have that desire, right? And so, but what is the desire? Come on, y'all. Tell me real quick. What is desire? Desire is just the what? Desire is just the what? What is desire? Desire is just the invitation. There you go. Thank you, Janae. Desire is just the invitation. That's right, Janet O. Thank you. It's just the invitation. It literally represents only 5%. 5% of what is happening in your world. So again, so when you have the desire for a thing, that desire is just the invitation. It is the embodiment that is the confirmation. And only until you begin to embody that which you desire, only when you get to that place where you embody it, will you begin to see the changes start happening. When identity shifts first, success no longer feels forced. Most people try to change outcomes by changing without, they try to change their outcomes without changing their identity. And so that whole thing, and we kind of laughed a little bit about it yesterday. Hey, Demi, good to see you back on here. Welcome in. We laughed about it because there's a group of people that have learned one or two techniques. They've learned a few strategies, and they are now the experts. And it's almost like we talked about yesterday, learning how to screw in a light bulb. And now because you've learned how to put in a light bulb and you may have learned how to change out a light fixture or something like that, now you're a full-blown electrician. No, you've learned a few strategies and a few techniques, so you have this marginal success. You have success. And the success shows up, but it vacillates. Anybody ever been in a season where you see things, you've had some success, it's doing well, but then it kind of goes back down. And then you have a wink of success, and then it goes back down. The reason, the very root of that vacillation quite often is because you have not fully embodied that version of yourself that calls for that thing to stay consistent, that success to be consistent, because the success is connected to your hands and not your identity. I'm going to say that again. The vacillation is because it is connected to your hands, the things that you're doing, the actions that you're taking, but you have not fully yet embraced that version of you. Does that make sense? And so here's the thing. Come on, newbies, real quick. Come here real quick. And if you are a newbie in here, if this is your first time, let us know by putting newbie in the chat. Do that so we can love on you. Let's lay some foundational stuff, especially for our newbies. We live in an energetic universe. I'm going to say that again. We live in an energetic universe, and this universe has a language, and that language is frequency. That's right. It is frequency. It is vibrational. And so you might say, well, where does that come from? What do you mean, AD? Well, that frequency that we're talking about, it comes in part from us. It comes in part from us. But where? It comes from the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. Again, it comes from the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. And because these four things are what I like to call the protocols of alignment, once they come together, they create a resonance, a frequency. And that frequency is broadcast, and you're constantly broadcasting a signal. And that signal is broadcast out into the quantum field, and the quantum field receives it. And as the quantum field receives it, it then reflects it back to you and I as reality. So what does that mean? What does that mean? that what you're experiencing outside of yourself as reality is really a reflection or systemic of what's going on internally. The universal law of correspondence reminds us that as within, so without, as above, so below. As it is in the east, so shall it be in the west. And so, again, the reality that you and I are experiencing, if we don't like it and we want to change it, the way that we address it is not with our hands, it's by making a change and a shift internally. The universe doesn't give us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon our identity, and our identity creates standards and boundaries. Those standards and boundaries are supported by the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. Does that make sense, y'all? That's foundational to the rest of our conversation. If that makes sense to you, put yes in the chat. If that makes sense to you, put yes in the chat. If it don't make sense and say, AD, I need help, let me know. And so we can help you move on. Good, good. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Sunshine. Good to see you back up in here. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. The subconscious mind projects identity more fiercely than it protects comfort and happiness. When identity remains unchanged, success feels temporary. Success feels temporary. That's it. And because success feels temporary, it is akin to feeling unstable and slightly stressful. So hard work without identity alignment often creates burnout. The burnout that many of you are feeling is not is not from where you think it's coming from. That burnout is coming from the fact that hard work without an identity alignment. Thank you, CEO. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for coming up here. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. If you know, you know. I see you coming up in here. Welcome in. So glad to have you, superstar. So hard work without identity alignment often creates burnout disguised as ambition. And so somebody who identifies as struggling may earn more money, but still feels anxious and unsafe. And so we talk about feeling safe, and in the nervous system, it's so important for your nervous system to feel safe so that you can attract abundance into your life. And so the only way that you do that is you have to, one, shift identities from the old version of yourself to the new version of yourself. And that identity has to be in alignment with who you truly see yourself as. And this is very, very important. Many of you see ideas, many of you see posts on social media. You look around the world and you say, oh man, what so-and-so is doing is amazing. I think I want to do that myself. Oh, you see where a few people made a few $100,000 or they made millions of dollars from doing a particular thing. So you say, you know what? I'm going to do that thing right there. But let me remind you, very few of us came to this planet to sit in a cubicle. Very few of us came here to sit at a computer all day long. We came here to this planet to do a thing. We came here, whatever that thing is, there's a passionate purpose around it. There's a passionate purpose. And you came here to do a thing, and that thing you're ready to do. You just have to step outside of the old version of yourself. The old version of you that was structured by society, the old version of you that was structured by community, structured by your tribe, structured by family, structured by the expectations of parents. They had their own ideals for what was important and what you should be doing. Anybody familiar? Anybody know what I'm talking about? How your world can be shaped by everybody else and everything around you. Pre-described, laid out for you. A beautiful path, so they think. Many people, businesses, corporations have a dream, and they want you to be a part of that dream. But unfortunately, hey Sean, good to see you on. Unfortunately, for many of us, that dream ultimately becomes a nightmare. Because let's just face facts. It becomes a nightmare because that was never meant for you to follow that process in the first place. You were never supposed to be sitting behind that cubicle. You came here with goals, objectives. You came here with skills, gifts, talents that you need to be actualizing. and that is the thing that will bring abundance and prosperity to you. But you have acquiesced to a system that has pre-described a path for you. Wake up in the morning as a little kid, you go to school, get your education, graduate from high school, maybe go out to college, fall in love, get you a husband, get you a wife, get your first house, and get some kids and a dog and all of that kind of stuff, and the picket fence. You have the dream. You're living the dream. You can go on vacation a little bit later. And so with all of that being said, it still doesn't feel good. And because you don't feel good, it's because it is out of line. That life that you're living, many of us, it's out of alignment with the true passion of your heart. And so the alignment that I'm talking about is really this identity shift is really a recalibration back to factory settings, to where it is that you really, really want to be. The subconscious mind stores identity through emotion, repetition, imagery, and familiarity. It does not respond to logic, pressure, or to force. It is something that our subconscious mind loves the familiar. And so because it loves the familiar, it wants to constantly feel safe. Because the familiar feels safe. The unfamiliar does not. And so when you have the unmitigated gall to say, I want to do better, I want to attract more wealth and abundance, and I want to get in shape, and this is a new you. I want to do some things that are outside of the scope of my norm. The moment you say you want to step outside of the scope of your norm means that you're calling in something new, something different. And so when you move into areas that are new and different and unknown, for the subconscious mind, it means unsafe. And so when it's unsafe, then the subconscious part of you, the old version of you, really begins the process of undermining your new self and your new journey by procrastination, by you not following through doing the thing that you said you were going to do. You wind up falling into a space where energetically you start wrestling with doubt, fear, anxiety, because you're moving into the new area. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody wanted to start a business, but they felt anxious about it. Anybody wanted to tell their story in a book, but you didn't feel comfortable about it. It just didn't feel natural. Anybody willing? Thank you, Janet O. Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else willing to admit? Because I've been there. Thank you. Thank you. If you know, you know. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Crosby. That's a part of it. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Monica. And so I want you to realize that that's a very natural part of the process. Yeah, your different parts are yelling at each other. I listen, that's what happens. And so with that being the case, your subconscious mind literally stores this version of yourself that is designed to keep you safe. And anything outside of that is seen as unsafe. Anything unsafe, you're going to deal with procrastination, doubt, and all of those things. So you have to shift and change. It does not respond to logic. When success threatens belonging, when it threatens who you are, when it threatens your safety or your image, the subconscious is going to resist it. True identity shifts feel like relief, not struggle. And see, and here's where the real identity shift takes place. The real identity shift takes place when you go back to factory settings. And when I mean factory settings, when you go back to the place where you literally are the best version of yourself. Literally where you have the ability to tap into why you came here to this planet. You tap into your passionate purpose. Thank you. Hey, Elsie, good to see you in here. You tap into your passionate purpose, and that passionate purpose is a powerful place to be because that's where your soul contract is. Your soul longs for the fulfillment of the purpose that you came here, not to sit in a cubicle, not to sit behind a desk in front of a computer all day long, to not do things that you were never, ever, ever meant to do, to not have struggles that you were never meant to have. And so when you start looking at the basics from a spiritual tradition standpoint, forcing creates resistance while alignment creates flow. And so, with all of that, that brings us up to today. That brings us up to today. And so, just remember that the Odu, it reminds us that destiny is remembered, not chased. Destiny is remembered, not chased. So I'm going to say that again. Destiny is remembered, not chased. It happens through alignment. It happens through the alignment with one's ori. It happens with the renewal of your mind and the transformation of your life through the renewing of your mind. And so emphasizing that action rooted in being, not attachment. See, the key is this. You will always become before doing. Become before doing. Become before doing. Become before doing. Thank you, Big Bank. You will always become. You have to be the thing, because remember, the universe does not give us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. And so that's where we are. And so we've done our recap. We brought you up to speed. So let's go ahead. We're gonna kick off today. If y'all are ready for part 5, put 5 in the chat. That's where we wanted to pick up from today. If y'all are ready for part 5, put 5 in the chat. Thank you very much. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Janet. Thank you. Destiny is remembered, not chased. And we kind of left off here yesterday, and I wanted to make this as our mark for today. Why hustle can't override identity. Many of us are hustling out here, and hustling is so juxtaposed to this way of living and this concept of universal law. Hustle without alignment creates exhaustion, not fulfillment. If you're hustling and that hustle is not in alignment with the true nature of who you are. That's why it's so important. Thank you so much. If you know, you know, I truly appreciate that. I teach better. In fact, it made me smile. See that? That's it right there. That's it right there. So when you are in hustle mode, it's okay if you're hustling and you're hustling for your own individual dreams that are in alignment. See, hustle without alignment is going to create exhaustion, not fulfillment. But the alignment is so key. The alignment is about being aligned with that identity, how you see yourself. The identity, how you see yourself, should always be predicated by your passionate purpose, not something that you saw outside of you. Not something that you saw on social media, not something that you saw on television, not somebody else's life that you want to mirror. Many of us know somebody that is constantly mirroring somebody else. You can't change your hairstyle, because the moment you change your hairstyle, they change their hairstyle too. You ever, I know y'all ladies know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all ever had that friend that y'all getting ready to go out with, and next thing you know, they're putting on the same outfit. They went and changed their outfit because they saw your outfit. They said, "Oh no, you gonna wear that? I need to put this on too." So instead of, and so not only do we do that, your neighbor copied you. That's it. So I mean, they copy everything. I've had family members to do the same thing. If I bought a particular tie and I bought a color combination, they bought it too. If I started to wear clothes a particular way, there it is. Hey, they doing it too. And so here's the thing. Many of us take that same behavior onto our destiny and with the activity and the things and how we see ourselves. So instead of allowing who we are to ring true based upon a soul's purpose, we get blinded by the distractions of what's happening outside of us and the successes of other people. And so those successes of other people and people really falling into their space and doing what they love doing and all of that, people mimicking that's not authentic. Even on some of these jobs, some of y'all on your jobs are working extremely hard. You hustling, but hustle without alignment creates exhaustion. The nervous system cannot sustain life that does not recognize as safe. It doesn't recognize. It cannot stay in a tune with a life that doesn't feel safe to it. So when identity shifts, discipline becomes devotion. I'm going to say that again. When identity shifts in the right way, discipline becomes devotion and consistency becomes natural. So it's easy for you to consistently be who it is that you say you are and who you show up to be as every single day. The version of you that succeeds does not need motivation to be who they are. Forced habits eventually collapse. Forced habits eventually collapse. You can only perform so much. You can only perform so much. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You can only perform so much. Like, you know how you get a job, like you go and you get a job. And you interview for the job, you put your best suit on, you put your best face on. You had everything together. You went in and you interviewed with the people. And when you interviewed with the people, you had your best face on. They loved how you presented. You were proud of yourself for performing the way you performed. Come on now, y'all know what I'm talking about. And then the people messed around and hired you. They hired you based upon your performance. When in actuality, you wanted the money, you didn't want the job. Anybody know what I'm talking about? And so what winds up happening, you just wanted the people's money. You really didn't want that particular job. You wanted the opportunity to attract some money into your life. That's all. You didn't want, like Mimi says, me at the post office. You didn't want to deliver mail for real. Did you really want to go out there in the rain, the sleet, and the snow? Because that's their motto. They're going to deliver the rain. Come hail, rainstorm, sleet, hurricane, sunshine, whatever it is. But you put on your big face. You took all of the tests. Janae says, absolutely not. You put on your best performance and you got the job. But 6 weeks into the job, you got to wake up in the morning. You like, I don't even want to do this. It didn't take long for you to get into the space where you realize that this is not for you. Anybody ever got themselves into a job and realized that this was not for you for sure? If that's you, put me in the chat. If you've been there or are there right now, put me in the chat. Thank you, Fabulous. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you. Thank you, Amy. You knew good and god doggone well this ain't for me. Thank you, Monica. First day at the post, she said the first day at the post office, she knew. Thank you. Thank you, Elsie. You knew, yet and still, you were still sitting up there at those folks' job. So hustle again, hustle without alignment creates exhaustion. You're not really physically tired. You're not physically tired. That's not it. Not for real. You're just not in balance with it. The first hurricane, I knew. You're not in balance. Your nervous system can't sustain that. It can't. It didn't feel good. Forced habits eventually collapse. Embodied identity sustains itself. So the goal is to become embodied. The goal is to become balanced. I was desperate. I was desperate and lack limits, all of the ugliest stuff. That's it. All right. If y'all are ready for part 6, put 6 in the chat. If y'all are ready for part 6, put 6 in the chat. Ooh, it's going to be good today. Let's go, let's go. If y'all are ready for part 6, put 6 in the chat. Let's go. And again, if you are a newbie up in here, let us know that you're a newbie. I know we got some newbies up in here. Now, if y'all are old veterans, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Janae. If y'all are old veterans, then welcome home. But if you're a newbie in here, if this is your first time hanging out with us, please let us know by putting newbie in the chat. Let us know so we can love on you and let us know where you're from. If we got any people from other parts of the world, other countries. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you, Tiff. So glad to have you up in here. Thank you, Antoine, for grabbing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mimi, you are not a newbie. Really? Really? Come on now. That's how we're gonna do that today? I'm new in here. All right. We're gonna let Mimi be new. Larkin is new from LA. Good to see you in here. Mamacita is new. Southern California in the building. We got a lot of California. We got a lot of West Coast folks up in here. Gotta love our West Coast family. West Coast in the building. Yes, Janae is yelling out West Coast. We know Trinity is West Coast. Yes, Mamacita. Yes, Southern California, West Coast. There you go. All right. We love y'all. Thank y'all for being up in here. Cali in the building. Cali in the building. Y'all see, here we go. Y'all throwing up signs and everything. I see y'all. Y'all got the W. How y'all do the W? Hold on. I can't do it with my left hand. I can do it with my right hand. Y'all do that W like that. That a West Coast thing. I'm trying to do it. Minnesota in the building. All right, Big Bang. Good deal. Good deal. Listen, y'all welcome in. All right, let's keep going. Part 6, emotional calibration as the language of identity. I'm going to say that again. Emotional calibration as the language of identity. Emotions are signals that broadcast identity into the quantum field. Why is that? Remember, what did we just say? We started out by saying that the universe that we live in has a language, and that language is frequency. Hey, Tori, y'all love on Tori for me. Y'all love on all our newbies. Look at Tori from Louisiana. Come on up in here. If this is your vibe, this might be your tribe, so hang on out. Glad to have y'all up in here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Remember, we live in an energetic universe. The universe's language is frequency, vibrational. And you got to understand one thing. Where your focus goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. So when we say emotion, what is emotion? What is emotion? Emotion is what? Emotion is energy in motion. That's right. It is energy in motion. It is energy in motion. Emotion is energy in motion. And so emotions literally are signals, because where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. So when we say emotions, energy in motion, are signals that broadcast identity into the quantum field. You do not need constant positivity. You need emotional familiarity with success. You need, and so this is now, remember where we are. We're talking about emotional calibration. How do you need to feel? And so let me put this out there. For many, many years, as I taught this principle, as I taught the protocols of alignment, thank you for those finger hearts, Mimi. As I taught these protocols of alignment, I'm going to be honest. Emotion was not a part of the equation. And that came from my young years. It wasn't until I realized what emotion really was. Emotion is an accelerant. Emotion is so powerful. In fact, emotion is more important than the activity that you take. That is why sheer emotion sometimes can elicit change, because of the high vibrational frequency of emotion, especially if it's an elevated emotion. That's why when you hear folks like Dr. Joe Dispenza say an elevated emotion paired with a clear intention, magic begins to happen. When you pair a clear intention and an elevated emotion, magic begins to happen. Hey, Cam, good to see you up in here. Welcome back. And so that elevated emotion is, if it's in alignment, now here's where the power comes in. If you have an elevated emotion and a clear intention, they are paired together. If they are in alignment, don't mess around and be brilliant enough to have an emotion of gratitude that is tied to a clear identity, that is grounded by your intention, your identity, all aligned. You have some magic and some power beginning to happen in your life. Watch this now. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. So emotions are signals that broadcast identity into the quantum field. And the quantum field is going to reflect that back to you as reality. Thank you, Fabulous. Now we cooking with gas now. You don't need constant positivity. Positivity is a good thing, but you don't have to do that. You need emotional familiarity with success. You need to constantly feel the emotional state of success. Place your heart. Come on, Licia. There you go. Thank you, Licia, for the roses. Place your heart in the beautiful state of your amazing tomorrow. Place your heart in the state of your beautiful tomorrow and watch what happens. You literally are collapsing timelines because that energy is being projected out into the quantum field. And as it's projected out into the quantum field, you maintain that emotional frequency consistently. It is collapsing timelines and you are attracting the like vibration or the like frequency into your space. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. If you know, you know. I appreciate that. Calm expectancy should arise out of this. A calm expectancy when you have a solid identity, how you see yourself creates standards and boundaries. So as you move from the old version of you to the new version of you, you have new standards and new boundaries. Those new standards and boundaries elicit new thoughts, new way of thinking, new way of speaking, new way of acting, new emotions. And so this creates a new resonance in you and a new frequency that is being broadcast out into the quantum field. And so all of this newness literally creates a calm expectation. It creates a calm expectation. So that calm expectation is often more powerful than hype or intensity. Calm expectation. You plant your intentions. You know exactly who it is that you are. You feel that calm expectancy happening in your life. You begin to collapse timelines because now you're vibrating at a frequency that the universe has to respond to. Because the universe does not respond to begging and pleading. What it does respond to is vibrational frequency. And if it is a calm expectancy, meaning you're not going into the, I keep putting the kitchen as a metaphor for this life that we're doing, that when we ask for things of the universe, by virtue of our vibrational frequency, by virtue of how we see ourselves, the universe is in the kitchen cooking it up. And we have to get into a place where we're not getting in the way, causing a delay in the manifestation of the thing that we want to experience, right? And so the way you sit down somewhere is to trust the process and walk in calm expectation. Calm expectation. That calm expectation is more powerful than hype and all of the rah, rah, rah. It's more powerful than hustling and grinding because you're in alignment. When you're in alignment, you don't have to hustle and grind and do all of that stuff. You just do what you do naturally, easily, effortlessly. You don't have to hustle. You attract. You draw into your space opportunities, synchronicities that reflect the vibrational frequency that you're emitting. Here we go. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you are broadcasting a signal. That signal is being received by the universe. The universe is then giving you, it is reflecting back to you in kind, like frequency, like opportunities that are in attune to that doggone frequency that you're emitting. And so that's why it is so important. That's why it is so important when you begin to take that quantum leap into that new version of yourself. It is going to be the identity shift that happens first and not those other things. Magnetic people are grounded. People who attract are grounded. That's where this calm expectancy comes from. Calm expectancy comes from. Thank you, Fabulous. So again, magnetic people are grounded. They're not frantic. They're not all over the place. They're not running up and down. Stability signals readiness to receive. Now, here's the thing. Why is calm expectancy more powerful than anything? Remember, I'm going to go back to it, and I teach this all of the time. Your nervous system must feel safe in order to receive. If your nervous system doesn't feel safe right now, you will be very, very challenged to receive, especially wealth, abundance, and prosperity. It is hard to receive abundance, wealth, prosperity, healing, joy, all of those things when you don't feel safe. You have to feel safe above and beyond all things. Why? Because when you feel safe, you can trust. Trust in and of itself. Trust in and of itself is so powerful. So when you're nervous and when you feel safe, you're at peace. You're calm. Thank you if you know you know. Come on, Jersey girl, you getting it? You have to get out of survival mode. The best thing you can do for yourself is to get out of survival mode. And you say, well, AD, how do I get out of survival mode? I'm teaching you right now. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to first and foremost feel safe. Y'all can work on feeling safe. Just feel safe first. We'll work on the identity part. We'll work on it. But first, I need you to feel safe. So the first thing that you need to do, just very simply, breathe. I know that sounds overly simplified, but just breathe. Breathe, people, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Just breathe. Because as you breathe, it creates an opportunity for your nervous system to settle into space. Because when you breathe slowly and deeply, it is a signal to the nervous system that you're safe. That's right, peace be still. That's right, peace be still. You want to be able to carry the frequency of that new identity. And see, here's it. You won't be able to do it. That's right, Janae. You won't be able to. Thank you, Fine Wine. You won't be able to purely embrace the identity shift until you begin to feel safe. Now watch this. So yes, you did the breathing and you're slowing the process down because your nervous system it naturally responds. That primordial version of you instinctually recognizes slow, deep breaths as safety. That's right, slow, deep belly breathing. Because when you are in fight or flight, guess what you're doing? When you're in fight or flight, you're like shallow breathing, fast breathing, all of that kind of stuff. These are the things. So watch this now. You have to feel safe because when you feel safe, that's right, Jersey girl. When you feel safe, you can trust. When you trust, you can actually allow. When you feel safe in a relationship, you can allow the person into your space because you trust them. When you feel safe, you can trust. When you feel safe, you can trust. When you feel safe, you can trust easily. When you're in a relationship and the person helps you to feel safe, then you trust them. And as you trust them, you can allow them to come into your space. You can allow them in and out of your life. When you allow, you are open. When you are open, you can receive. You see how that works? So now when it comes to you attracting wealth, abundance, and prosperity, when you feel safe, you can trust. When you trust, you can allow. When you allow, you're open. When you're open, you can receive because your hands are open. Your life is open. Your heart is open. You can receive. Hey, Monique, glad to have you up in here. But when you don't feel safe, you don't trust. You don't trust the universe. You don't trust everything around you. Thank you, Monique, for grabbing that daily heart me. You don't trust. When you don't trust, you don't allow. You don't allow anybody into your space. You don't want anybody around you. You don't trust them. You don't trust them. You don't trust life. You don't trust, especially when you're in a scarcity mindset. You don't trust. When you don't trust, you don't allow. When you don't allow, you're closed off. When you're closed off, guess what? You can't receive. And so you see now how it is challenging for you to be in a space and to attract wealth and abundance into your life. It's hard for you to attract wealth and abundance into your life. It's hard to attract healing into your life because you're closed. You're closed because you don't feel safe. So what's the first goal? Everybody says everybody who understands put safe in the chat. Safe, put safe in the chat. You must feel safe. You must feel safe. You must feel safe. Safe is The key. Because the moment you feel safe, you can trust. The moment you trust, you can allow. The moment you allow, you are open. The moment you're open, you can receive. So safe. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Your nervous system has to relax. And so that's why this is so freaking important and to where we are. It's so important. So magnetic people. So when I start talking about calm expectation, when you that's a signal vibrationally to the universe that you're open. You get it? So when you're calm, when you're at peace, you literally are becoming magnetic. You are becoming magnetic because you're at peace. When you're at peace, you can attract opportunities, situations. So there's this calm expectation, and that's more powerful than anything. Magnetic people are often grounded, not frantic. Stability signals readiness to receive. That's key. If y'all are ready for part 7, put 7 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. We're at the top of the hour. My goodness. You got, I'm done. I'm not done, but I'm just saying. No, I just looked over here. We're already at 80,000 likes and we're just at the top of the hour. This, yo, y'all are doing the thing. Tapping is clapping up in here. When I say tapping is clapping, do you all see this? We're already at 80,000 likes. You know what? We might. What y'all think we can get to today? We might, at this rate, we might get to maybe 250. I mean, maybe like 150, 175. I don't know. Y'all are doing the thing, tapping is clapping. So thank y'all so much. Y'all are doing it. Y'all are doing it. Thank you, Stay Woke, for it. Wow. This is birthday vibes. That's what it is. It's birthday vibes. Yeah, because my birthday is coming up. It's coming up next week. It's next week. So that's what this is. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Janae. Janae put it out there. And so I'm going to believe what Janae is saying. Yes, I am. So let's go ahead and keep it. Listen, y'all are cranking away. Thank you so much for those likes. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is spectacular. So I mean, like, this is crazy. Y'all are really, no, like, y'all are really doing the thing. No, that ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work right now. So listen, so thank you. A couple of things. Go ahead and pull your calendars out. Pull your calendars out. We got stuff to do. And we're gonna keep going with our talk because it's gonna be powerful. Don't disappear. Don't go anywhere. We go anywhere. We got a lot of stuff to do. Here's the thing. If you are ready to take your life to the next level and you want to work with me, yes, I am a clinically certified hypnotherapist. Yes, I am. I am a clinically certified hypnotherapist and success coach. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, now is the time to do it. And listen, as I put this out there, please, only do this if you are ready. If you are ready and in a position to take your life to the next level, you are ready to do the work. If you're not ready to do the work, if you're not ready to take action immediately, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this out here. I'm going to pin this. If you want to work with me, y'all see that white banner down here at the bottom? Go ahead and fill that out. Now here's the ticket. You have to fill it out in its entirety, not just your name and email and phone number and stuff like that. You literally have to fill it out, and there's a questionnaire that you're going to be prompted to do. After you do the questionnaire, you will be prompted to schedule a discovery session with me. If you don't do it all the way to the point where you schedule that discovery session with me, you're not serious. All right. So that's that. The second thing is there are levels of engagement here. I'm gonna put this out there, and so don't y'all go anywhere because we got a lot of work to cover. We're almost out. We're making some major headway today. There are 3 ways to engage with us here. The first way to engage with us here is to keep coming to this live every single day, and as you come here to this live every single day. As you come here every single day or as often as you can, I promise you it will help. It will recalibrate the way you see the world, the way you see yourself. You will be challenged. Your spirit will be challenged so that you can become the best version of yourself. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will be challenged. I am not a feel-good coach. I'm a success coach. So this is where we are. And so here's the other thing. The second level is if this is your vibe, this might be your tribe. So I want to invite you to become a part of the Oasis. The Oasis is our channel on Discord. So if you have Discord, downloaded on your device, the Oasis is inside of Discord. And so how do you get in there? Real simple. All you have to do is to one, subscribe right here on TikTok and become a super fan. As you become a super fan, you automatically get placed in the Oasis. And again, inside of the Oasis, there's some amazing things. We have our Monday morning meditation every Monday morning at 9 a.m. This is where the calendar, when I told you to grab your calendar, go ahead and put that in there. Every Monday morning in the Oasis, at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our Monday morning meditation. It's a powerful time where we set our intentions for the week. So you want to be a part of that. So go ahead and put it in your calendar. This coming Monday, that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to have our Monday morning meditation. The other thing that happens in there, we have guided meditations in there. We have pre-recorded hypnosis sessions. We have all kinds of wonderful resources that are there to help you to become the best version of yourself over and over again. The other thing is that we have a women's safe space, and in that woman's safe space, you know that's moderated by Janae. That safe space is wonderful for women. And listen, go in there. I'm telling you right now, go in there, because they're talking about everything from perimenopause, emotional stuff, ladies' conversations. It is a women's safe space. And so that you can become the better version of yourself, you can become more informed. They're talking about herbal supplements and things that can help. So you want to be in that safe space. I invite you to be a part of it. And again, to become a part of the Oasis, one of two things. Either subscribe here and become a super fan and allow TikTok to place you into the Oasis. The other thing is that if you're having a technical challenge or financial challenge, all you have to do is to message me, Fine Wine, Janae, or Mimi, and we'll help you get into the Oasis, okay? So that I want this to be a major benefit to you to be in the Oasis. The third and highest level of engagement right now is one-on-ones with me, or being in attendance to one of our virtual hypnosis experiences. And guess what? Next week, the week of my birthday, the week of my birthday, and I saw a number of you do your registrations on yesterday. We are doing the virtual hypnosis experience January the 28th. That's right. It's January the 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you. Y'all pay attention to that. Again, it is the virtual hypnosis experience. We're having it January the 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is going to be a powerful time of transformation. Who is it for? It's for people who are looking to become better, who have been interested in looking at trying out hypnosis. You say, AD, I've been watching you, for a few months, and I think I'm ready to see how this hypnosis thing works, because I'm ready to get out of my own way and to become the better version of myself. This month's theme for the virtual hypnosis experience is the power to walk in miracles. Because everything is a vibration, everything is a signal, a frequency. And so if we can help to recalibrate your subconscious mind to get into a space where you are literally embracing the miracles that can show up in your life, you definitely don't want to miss it. So again, go ahead and do the registration for it. And the registration, I don't have to tell you, thank you. If you know, you know. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that butterfly. That's talking about transformation. This is the type of transformation we're talking about. Y'all saw that butterfly. But you want to definitely be a part of it, because simply put, this is transformational. Do the registration for it. It's normally $95. I'm going to tell you today is the last day. Today, I'll make it tomorrow. But we're fast approaching. This is the last day you're going to be able to get it at a discount. So it's normally $95 to do the registration, but I'm going to give it to you for $49 right now. All you have to do is put OMS49 in the discount code section. That's again, put OMS49 in the discount code section when you're doing the registration. I don't have to tell you where the registration is. Y'all already know where it's at. I don't have to tell you. It's already there. So good. So go ahead and do that right now. Do that right now. And you want to do it because that's my birthday week. Oh, it's my birthday weekend. I'm gonna bless you. And I got some good stuff for you lined up for next week. I'm so excited about it because my birthday, I like to give stuff away. So yeah, I'm gonna be giving some stuff away. So you want to be a part of that experience. So yes, excellent, excellent, excellent. And last, and we're gonna get ready to get back into our conversation really, really quickly. I have been so slammed and so swamped. I've not updated it in the system, so it still says that we only have 2 books left. We have more books than that left. We are back in stock like full fledged. But if any part of our conversation today has resonated with you, it came out of Cracking the Abundance Code. Go ahead and get your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. It's a powerful, powerful piece. Go ahead and grab it right now while you're in here. In the system, it says we have 2. I've just not updated it. We have a whole lot. So grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, and this is going to help you to step into that wealthy version of yourself. So you don't want to miss it. It's a powerful piece. The very first chapter is on limiting beliefs, being able to recognize what limiting beliefs you're holding onto. The second chapter really addresses how you quantum leap, and it's right. It's a reflection of what we're talking about today, how you quantum leap into the wealthy version of yourself. And so this right here, and in the very beginning, is a 21-day roadmap. It's not a challenge. 21-day roadmap is like having coach with you every single day, step by step, moment by moment, telling you each day what you need to be doing, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and how you begin to make that shift in your space. When you go ahead and order Cracking the Abundance Code, I'm going to sign this bad boy. I'm going to personalize. I'm going to put your name in here. I'm going to put a little note, and I'm also going to ship it out to you with a little gift inside. And it's going to go out today, so you don't want to miss it. It's a great opportunity to go ahead and scale your life. We've been selling out just about every month, and so now here's your chance to grab yours. So thank you so much, and I'm going to leave this up here for a few more seconds, and we're going to get back to our conversation. We're going to get back to our conversation. We're at part 7, and I'm going to unpin this right here really, really quickly. Let me unpin it. Let me unpin it. Here we go. And let me delete that, and let me delete this one, and we are back in action. All right, here we go. I see you, Sabali. Listen, as we move forward, Sabali, hold on, y'all. Listen, I saw y'all giving love, but I want to officially give some more love because Sabali has had her battle physically over these last few months. And the fact that she comes in here every day, she literally just had surgery the other day, and to have her in here, we gonna love on you, Sabali. We so glad to have you back in here. We're so glad to know that everything is moving in the right direction. We are celebrating your healing. That's right. We're celebrating your healing. We're celebrating that everything is going exceedingly well, that your body gets back to not just normal, but back to better. Back to better. That your body is better than it's ever been, that your body is healed in every kind of way. We love on you. Listen, y'all send vibes to Sabali real quick. Sabali, y'all wave up there. Y'all send Sabali a whole bunch of love and a whole bunch of healing energy because she's still recovering from a major surgery that she just had the other day. And she may have one more that she may have to do. But nevertheless, your Oasis family is right here with you, and we're going to keep promoting, and we're going to keep doing what we do. We appreciate you and all that good stuff. Yeah, they're sending love from over here on YouTube too. Good. Hey, Dinah, good to see you coming in here. All right, excellent. Thank y'all. So let's keep going. Here we go. Part 7, rehearsing the self that already succeeds. Rehearsing the self that already succeeds. Mark 11:24, we talk about it every day. Whatever you desire in your heart, when you pray, believe that you have already received it and it shall be yours. I want to say that again. Whatever you desire in your heart, when you pray, believe that you have already received it and it shall be yours. So whether that's healing, whether that's abundance, whether that's wealth, whether that's a new house, a new car, whatever it is, that's what it is. Hey, Godfrey, glad to have you up in here from Uganda. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Y'all are in the right place. We're simulcasting on both YouTube and here on TikTok. So rehearsing the self that already succeeds. The subconscious learns through rehearsal, not reasoning. The subconscious mind learns, is reprogrammed through rehearsal, through repetition, through the familiar. And so the more you embody the version of you that you really want to be, the more you do that, the more you reprogram the subconscious mind. So the subconscious learns from rehearsal, not reasoning. You can't sit there and rationalize with your subconscious mind and say, you're going to do better, you're going to do better, you're going to do this. That's why sometimes, there's some people who say that affirmations in and of itself, they don't work as effectively as they could, or we would want them to. How about that? The subconscious mind is going to learn through repetition, not logic. So you can't sit there and negotiate and talk yourself through these type processes. This is the challenge with conventional therapy. Because with conventional therapy, that's why people wind up going to conventional therapists for years on end. They continue to go to therapy for years and years and years, and very seldom have a major transformational moment. Thank you, fine wine for my hat. Thank you. You understand what I'm saying? Does that resonate with anybody? Anybody ever seen or been one who followed the vein of traditional therapy? And listen, traditional therapy has its place. Don't get me wrong. It definitely has its place. But one of the handcuffs of traditional therapy is that it does not have the luxury of going deep down into the subconscious mind and reprogramming it. What it does is it rationalizes what's going on in the subconscious mind. It rationalizes what you're wrestling with through a logical standpoint. But that logical rationalization is not transformational. And so if you've ever been through that therapy process, I can't tell you how many countless times I've heard people say, I just got tired of going to the same and having the same conversation. Anybody know what I'm talking about when it comes to that type of therapy? You were tired of having the same conversation over and over and over again. If that was you, put me in the chat. If that's you, put me in the chat. So the inner dialogue. Thank you. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Sabali. So, and again, I love traditional therapy. I am not a hater of traditional therapy. Yes, it has its place. It absolutely solidly has its place. But there is a limit to what it can do as it pertains to the power of the subconscious mind and its ability to tap into the sub. That's why some therapists incorporate hypnosis as a protocol in their practice. It's so important. All right, so here we go. So inner dialogue, imagery, and emotional tones shape identity daily. Daily. Every single day, you need to be touching these things. So as you touch them every single day, you have this internal dialogue, imagery, and emotional tone that shapes that identity over and over again because of that repetition. It's because the mental rehearsal. When I work with my athletes, when we're working on a new set of plays going into a new season, what do we work on? We visually work through the process of the play. We literally, so I get with the trainer, I get with the coaches, and I say, okay, so what is it that we have? What do I need to entrench and ingrain in their subconscious mind? There's this thing called mental rehearsal. Mental rehearsal and muscle memory go hand in hand when it comes to my athletes. So I literally can take you on a visual journey, and the same muscles will fire inside from what you're imagining in your brain, because your brain doesn't know the difference. Your brain literally does not know the difference between what is imagined and what is actually experienced in the real world. It's the same interface. It's the same interface. It's all through here. The interface is here. So whether you imagine it or you actually see it, the same connection, the same hub that it all connects to is right here. So therefore, the same muscles will be firing, all of that kind of stuff. I have a friend, she has been in therapy for 20 years with no results. Wow. She might need a whole new therapist. Now that. And so, that's a whole nother conversation. We're not gonna, wow, that's a wow. 20 years, Sean, that's a lot. That's a lot. So, but as we tap into this inner dialogue, that inner dialogue of imagery, emotional tone, all of that shapes, it literally shapes daily how you see yourself. It reinforces that. You are always rehearsing a future. And the question is, what rehearsal are you doing? You are always, write that down, write that down, write that down. If you're taking any notes today, do you want to take these notes? You are always rehearsing a future, consciously or unconsciously. You're always doing it. It does not matter. You're always doing it. You're always doing it. Replaying past disappointment reinforces limitation. You're always rehearsing. So, there's a saying that I like to put forth all the time. Much of my life has been filled with such great sorrow, most of which never occurred. I'm going to say that again. Most or much of my life has been filled with such great sorrow, most of which never occurred. What is that a testament to? That is a testament to the fact that we're constantly thinking. We're constantly bringing old things into our space. We're constantly bringing up the pains of the past into the present moment, and it's clouding the present moment. So we bring up the pains of the past and we bring them and plant them right here at our own feet. And we begin to suffer for playing the mental movies of the pains of the past over and over again. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody ever sit there playing the mental movies of what happened yesterday? And you begin to feel the very same pain and frustration and hurt that you felt when the situation was actually happening. Much of my life is filled with such great sorrow, most of which never occurred. What does that mean? You're bringing the pains of the past or the fears of the future into the present moment. You see, the pains of the past are gone, never to be seen again. The future hasn't gotten here and technically never will, because what you'll only get is another present moment experience. So when you are lamenting over the pains of the past, or you're in fear of the future, the worries of the future, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're sacrificing the power of the present moment. Because the pains of the past are not real. The fear of the future isn't real. The only place those two things exist is right here in your mind. And that's right, Mimi, you're taking away your power. Because the only true power that you have is in the present moment. The only true power you or I have is in the present moment. The only power that you or I have is in the present moment. But we sacrifice it for the pains of the past or the fears of the future. And so as we sacrifice that, we miss the entire boat. Because where our focus goes, energy flows. Thank you, Mimi, for those populace. Where our focus goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. Have to live in the now. That's right, Willis. You have to live in the now. Someone might say you repeat yourself a lot, but repetition helps. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. That is the reason why I do it. Dana, that is my teaching technique and strategy. Because I understand the power of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind loves repetition. And so you will hear the same themes over and over and over again, the same universal laws, the same principles, the same protocols in different contexts. Because as I teach those things, they begin to show up in your life. You literally are being reprogrammed and you may not even be aware of it. To the point where the more you come in here, the more you will begin to sound like me. Which isn't a bad thing, because these are the same principles and protocols that have been used for eons. For eons. Listen, successful people aren't successful by happenstance. It is by practice. It is by learning. It is by incorporating into their lives the same principles that I'm giving you right now here on TikTok and on YouTube for free. These are master classes that I conduct every single day. Deborah says it's sometimes hard to live in the now. How can I stay in the now and not go back to the bad energy? Just stay in the now. Bring your awareness to your body. And I'm going to get there. I'm going to help you with that, Deborah. But bring your awareness to the present moment. And don't wrestle with the fact that don't wrestle with the fact that you're wrestling with some old thoughts. That's why you have to reprogram your mind. That's why in the spiritual tradition of Christianity, it says it's by the renewal of your mind. It is by the renewal of your mind. Wise men seek unto wise counsel. That is the key. That is the absolute key. All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Replaying past disappointment reinforces limitation. Replaying past disappointment reinforces limitation. It's real because anytime you keep playing those mental movies of the pains of the past, you're reinforcing the limitations that you're constantly putting on yourself. It's reinforcing it. It's reinforcing it. It's reinforcing it. And you wonder why you procrastinate. You wonder why you're experiencing the same thing over and over again because you're having the same thoughts. Because the universe is only going to give you based upon the signal that you're vibrating at. The thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience. In a loop. You'll be stuck in a loop. If you keep going back, then trying to go forward, but then you go back, then try to go forward, then you go back, and you try to go forward, then you have go back, then you go forward, you're stuck in a loop. And so therefore you continue to get the same thing that you've always gotten, but you expect something different. And then you have the unmitigated gall to be upset and frustrated with the fact that you're still stuck in a loop. Continuing to experience the same thing. So you have to break the loop because the loop is automatic. That's why when I tell you the subconscious mind is where it sounds like a bad relationship, it does sound like a bad relationship. It's a bad relationship. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. That's good, Willis. Willis says, I'm learning that there is no good or bad. It's how the situation is viewed. Perspective is everything. Absolutely. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at actually change. The more you can stay neutral to how you perceive a thing, especially life. Remember I was teaching on Monday that it's just feedback. If you look at the things that happen to you, whether they're good or bad, as just feedback, then you don't get so caught up in the emotional aspect of it. You don't get caught up in it. And so if you don't get caught up in the emotional aspect of it, you don't get caught up in the loop that keeps going back and forth of feeling good and feeling safe, or feeling unsafe. That loop is not giving you what you want. You want a loop that's successful. And why do I call it a loop? Because it's a part of the programming. What do programs do? Programs work automatically, right? Programs work automatically. That's why we have programs. Well, just like a computer, in a computer, the programming that constantly runs in the background, like the operating system, or right here, there's an app. That app itself is running on top of a program. It's running on top of an operating system. And so that operating system is akin to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is your operating system. And that's where the programming lies. If you want to change the outcome of a program, you have to change the what? You can't expect an outcome to be different with the same programming, can you? No. So you have to change the programming. Where does the programming lie? The programming lies in the subconscious mind. So that's why you can have somebody who goes to traditional therapy and be involved in going to the same therapist with no results for 20 years. Whereas I can work with somebody or a coach or somebody that uses hypnotherapy as a protocol, as a part of what they do to heal. They can heal the pains of the past, and they can recalibrate and reprogram the subconscious mind for different results. Because how you see yourself is going to create new standards and boundaries. So if within the subconscious mind, you can help to reprogram and recalibrate how you see yourself, that means what? That means now you're moving into a different era, you're moving to a different situation. And so you having different thoughts, you're having different words, you're speaking different words, you're taking different action, and you're feeling different emotions. That means you're creating a whole new resonance, a whole new frequency that is being projected out into the quantum field. The quantum field receives that and then reflects it back to you. Thank you, Yvette. Reflects it back to you as reality. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Come on now. I don't listen. I can speak whatever language. So whether you're Christian, whether you're an Ifa, whether you are Buddhist, Hindu, agnostic, whether you are a quantum physicist, a metaphysician, it doesn't matter. It's all the same things. It's all the same thing. It is all leading back to the same cluster of beautiful consciousness. They're just different modalities to get there. So be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Anybody ever heard that one before? And so let's not but here's the thing. Let's not get caught up. So we don't get caught up in titles in here. Because when you get caught up in titles and in all of those things, what begins to happen? What begins to happen? Because see, our conscious mind, which only makes up 5% of what we experience as reality, it loves to define, to delineate, and to decode everything in its space so that it knows how to fit within these nice little boxes. It has to fit within these nice little boxes, and until it fits within these nice, and when it doesn't fit in these nice little boxes, this is what we wrestle with. No, forget that. Forget that. Forget that. Forget that. Just observe, be, and absorb that which resonates and allow that which does not to drift away. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're doing good. Shoot, we might be out of here early today. What you say? So what future version of yourself are you mentally rehearsing for today? Based on the thoughts that you have, the words that you're speaking to yourself. Based on those, what version of yourself, are you rehearsing? Alicia say, don't release us early. What version of yourself are you rehearsing? What future version of yourself are you leaning into? What happiness are you embracing? What power are you embracing? What abundance are you walking into? What are you preparing for right now? Or are you just trying to survive and just survive? You see, it's hard to dream when you're in survival mode. That's right. Lisa is up here to the front of the classroom. That's right. Come on, baby. Come on up here to the front. Don't go back there with Mimi and Fine Wine and Antoine. They just don't go back there. Come on up here. Come on up here. And Trinity, depending on what day, Trinity is up in the front, but she might say some crazy stuff every now and again. But come on up here. Come on up here. That's right. Come on. That's right, Monique. That's it. Come on up in here. There we go. Stay up in the front. Don't go back there in the back. Hey, Rosemary, good to see you on up in here. Don't laugh at him, A-Town. A-Town is like in the middle. He don't get in all of that foolishness with y'all. Oh, God, I love it. All right. If y'all are ready for part 8, put 8 in the chat. Put 8 in the chat. Man, we getting close to getting up out of here. I'm trying to tell you, might get up out of here a couple minutes early. I see. Okay, here we go. Humor, humanity, and releasing spiritual pressure. Releasing spiritual pressure, releasing it, letting it go. Willis say he want to sit in the front of the class. But listen, over here, see here on the YouTube side, we don't have all of the clowns. See, like the whole class, over here. See, actually, our YouTube family is quite bourgeois, aren't y'all? See, y'all need to take a page out of the YouTube family side. See, the YouTube people, they're sitting up in class. They got on, they dressed, they got on their uniforms. They sitting all up at the front. They did their homework. Talking about, fine wine, talking about who wants to sit in the back. Me talking about nope. Talking about they don't party either. YouTube class. Tell me we hold it down in the back. Listen, listen. So listen, so our YouTube family is quite bourgeois, so don't hate on the YouTube family. Y'all, they over here cracking down at them, but y'all can't party and y'all can't have no fun. We know we can't do all of that over here because YouTube won't let us party like we like to party over here because we get all in trouble with copyright stuff. See, Wild Wild West is over here on the TikTok. We can do all of that. So listen, y'all cut it out. We're trying to get, listen, I'm trying to get the lesson together. You remember how the old folks used to say, "You go get your lesson." What you learned in school today, don't forget to get your lesson now. All right, come on now, stop playing. Yes, they listen, Mimi. I bet you they don't tip over there. Yes, they do. Somebody came in the other day and put a $20, did a whole $20 tip. See, don't do that, Mimi. Don't do that. Don't hate. That's right. Thank you, Willis. Thank you. They have structure. See, Willis says we have structure over here. That's right. Tell me they cheap. That's not nice. Stop it, Mimi. Tell me we make it rain over here. Okay, okay. Listen, we gonna go ahead and get the lesson going on now. Thank you, Cam. Oh God, what am I gonna do with y'all? You don't need to be perfect. Here it is. Here it is. Come on, come on. I love y'all. I really do. And I appreciate our new YouTube family coming up here and doing what they doing. We're going to keep growing too. We're going to keep growing. I don't know if we can share out the live like we do over here on TikTok, over here on YouTube, but if you can, do that too. All right, here we go. You do not need to be perfect. Hey, Brenda, good to see you in here. You don't need to be perfect. The universe doesn't require perfection. It just requires your participation. It doesn't require perfection. You don't need to be perfect, healed, or endlessly positive to shift identities. And see, that's a thing, and I'm so appreciative of how our new our millennials on down and our Gen Zs roll. I love y'all. And our Gen Xers, give credit where credit is due. We understand. Now, my baby boomers, they were taught that you needed to be perfect. Now, some of my rebel baby boomers, like Amy was not the one to be told that she needed to be perfect. You still up in here, Amy? You still in here, Amy? Amy, if you ever meet Amy is not like your quintessential baby boomer. Amy was not going to be put in a box. Amy is not going to, you're not going to tell Amy that this is what she had to do and she had to show up perfect. She was going to rebel against that. Amy is mother all day. Yes, Amy is mother. She wasn't going to accept that. Am I right or am I wrong, Amy? So, but the majority of that generation, they believed in this perfectionism. And so they tried to inculcate that perfectionism into us. Janae said Amy was at Woodstock. Did you go to Woodstock, Amy? Oh God, that's good. That's good. All right, here we go. So you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be healed. You don't need to be endlessly happy. All of this whole positive stuff. And that's what I love. Amy said I was 5 when that went on. Amy said I was 5. So Amy said, I ain't that dang old. Amy said, hey, Janae. Amy said I was 5. Amy said, don't try me like that. I went into Woodstock. We love you, Amy. I swear we love you, Amy. Tell him, Amy. Oh, that was good. That was good. She talking about, Janae said, I'm just kidding. Was I there? Mimi, you trying to be funny now? Oh, now you trying to get in. See, going on back to the back of the room. You see this? You see what I have to put up with, Willis? Oh, God. Oh, whew. I know, Eddie, we can't help it. Edie, we are special in here. We really are. Edie, we're a little special. Oh, Amy was at the OJ's and the Earth, Wind, and Fire concert. And look, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Look what Willis just did. See, he just shut you up, Mimi. He just shut you up. Willis just put $10 in the thing. See, look at that. Look at you. See, see now. Not only is the YouTube family bourgeois got it together, but the YouTube family is now breaking bread. See, look, y'all think because y'all can tip. Oh, now they dropping roses. Wait a minute, hold on. Monique, thank you so much for the roses, Monique. Thank you. Listen, now they trying to out tip y'all. Now they trying to out tip. Look at this foolishness. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. I love y'all. When I tell you I love y'all, y'all are hilarious. I'm gonna finish this message today. Y'all, Willis. Listen. Now they trying to cut up. Now they dropping all kind of goats. They making it rain over here. Sabali over here dropping. Look. Oh God, thank you. Oh, I'm gonna finish this. Thank you. If you know, you know. Thank you. Mimi talking about don't threaten us with a good time. Listen, Janae, listen, your people cutting up over here. Willis just came in here, just did like this and just bam. Say now, what you say now? What was that you said? Willis just did this and just, oh, now Amy, she dropping paper cranes and everything. Willis said, what? Say less. Rah. Let me go on and put this on out there. All of that talk. That's right. That's right. Mimi said, well, flex then. I love y'all. I'm going to finish this, though. I promise you I'm going to finish this. We only got a few minutes. Y'all stop playing. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be healed all the way 100% for you to begin to embrace this new identity shift. Growth without humor becomes self-punishment. Oh, oh, oh. I know you love the dramatizations. Yes, you do. Oh. Oh, tell him I said hello. Mimi said hello. That's all. She said hello, Willis. Okay. Growth without humor becomes self-punishment. You have to laugh at those old patterns. You have to do that because as you laugh at those old patterns, you literally are loosening their grip faster than judging them. Oh, here we go. Come on, Mimi. Now Mimi talking about big bank take little bank. You know, this, you know, y'all just have too much fun. I'm gonna finish this talk though. The universe responds to curiosity more than control. So again, laugh at your situation. Laugh at, you know, if your mind, Deborah, if your mind is going back to the old stuff, if it's going back to the old patterns that hurt and all of that stuff, listen, it's okay. It's okay. All you have to do is to go back. Just laugh at yourself and say, just tell yourself that it's okay. You can go back to your old self and then be curious about it. Have curiosity. All right. Here it is. If y'all are ready for part 9, put 9 in the chat. Listen, you started something, Willis. You did. I'm just gonna tell you right now. You started something, and they just going wild over here on TikTok. They really are going ham. They have lost their entire minds. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Put 9 in the chat. Let's go. Let me get a sip of water. We got a few minutes left. I'm not in here playing with y'all. Here we go. Living as the evidence of the shift. Living as evidence of the shift. Oh, Lord. Put 9 in the chat. Okay, thank you, Fine Wine, for the goats. Thank you for the goats. I truly appreciate it. Did you put Willis in the back? No, Willis is not in the back. Willis is up front. Why would I put Willis in the back? Why y'all hating on Willis? Tell me maybe I should join TikTok. No, you stay right over here. Don't go over there with them, Willis. Willis tell me he gonna come over to the TikTok. Now, where they do have fun over here and they clowning. Stop it. I love y'all. Never mind. Here we go. Living as evidence of the shift. Living as evidence. Yes, Willis is in the front. Doggone it. Oh, God. Here we go. Why he not in trouble? How is he in trouble? What? Why would Willis be in trouble? Listen, right. Janae said, we over here, we need you over here on YouTube holding it down. Stop all the foolishness. I'm done with y'all. Identity shift becomes real when choices feel natural, not forced. You begin asking, does this align with who I am now? Remember, listen, Amy is talking to you, Willis, talking about come sit with us, Willis. All love for Willis. they can't come they can't come over here to the party. Listen, y'all gonna make me just end like this don't even make sense. Y'all just clowning. Reality reorganizes gradually. Reality reorganizes gradually. And it happens around that identity. Reality reorganizes gradually so the nervous system can trust the change. That's key. Now, thank you, Sabali, for the populace. I truly appreciate it, baby. Sustainable success often arrives quietly before it compounds rapidly. Talking about come on, Willis, and bring Sean with you. Why are you trying to take the people from YouTube and bring them over here? We're gonna leave this, we're gonna leave this right here. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. Stop playing. Stop playing with Willis. Willis is in the YouTube family. Ain't that right, Willis? My goodness. And then Sean gonna laugh. Talking about brain. Listen, y'all, listen, you all stay exactly where you are. We love you. We not paying any of these people any attention over here with their shenanigans. And Sean said, I came from TikTok. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you. Y'all leave Willis alone and all that cutting up. We going to YouTube Monday and sitting in the front. Oh, come on. Here they come. They talking about they coming over to YouTube. No, stay where y'all at. Y'all just want see. This is why we had the front and the back of the room. Now y'all got to wait till Monday. Now tomorrow, talking about we have Cheetos over here. This is nothing but a bunch of clowns. That's why y'all in the back. You trying to see something. Y'all just listen. I'm just gonna go and put that down right there because y'all just not acting right. Y'all just not acting right. We're almost done. But just understand that you have the ability to shift, to change, and to grow because your identity is not fixed. They just riding out over here, y'all. Oh, see, thank you, sunshine. We are calm over here. Calm expectancy. That's it. Calm expect. They really are clowning and cutting up over here. And so as we begin the process of wrapping up this week, life is dynamic. Yeah, but we almost done, Lisa. We almost done. I don't need my notes. I don't need to hold my notes. We good. I can put my notes down because we happy. Hot Cheeto. It's like y'all are taking me back to my days in my 20s when I was teaching high school. And I had ninth graders and they were just smart but all over the place. They was like trying to cattle chickens. Oh God, I love y'all. And grapes up. Anyway, they already ready. Oh, Willis just dropped another. Listen, Willis just did something. Willis does up the game, y'all. Wait a minute. Willis just dropped another $20. Willis just dropped another $20 on y'all. So what y'all gonna do? What's up? Willis like, you know what? All this right here, say less. Willis just said less. Willis just said, I'm gonna shut all of that. They talking about what Willis do? Oh, here come Trinity now. Here come Trinity. Trinity, she got her big. What is that? I never saw that trophy before. I love. Willis say all that right there. Let me go on. I got something for all of that. Bye. Take this 20. Yeah. What y'all got to say about Willis today? What y'all got to say about Willis? Huh? Y'all ain't. Oh, now Mimi. Now she putting the goats up. Listen, my eyes are closed. Thank you for my chain. Thank you for my chain, fine wine. Y'all are hilarious. Listen, Willis, you are the absolute. You the goat, bro. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate it. Willis is sowing seeds. Thank you so very much. Thank you for the hat. Thank you for listen. Now they doing it. That they dropping it. Listen, and we're almost at 140,000 likes over here. Listen, today has been phenomenal. I like this. I like this Thursday action. Listen, y'all. Your life. I'm gonna say this. Your life can shift and change when you want it to shift and change. Your life is not fixed, it is dynamic. You have the ability to attract wealth and abundance and prosperity into your life. It is not fixed. That's it. It's not fixed. You can grow and you can become and you will quantum leap into that best version of yourself, all right? That's where it is. That's it. That's it. That's it. You can. And so listen, y'all have been absolutely fabulous. We getting ready to have our after party. We're gonna kick our after party off over here on TikTok because TikTok is where they allow us to be ignorant. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you know, you know. I mean, like they really are making it rain over here. Like you have started something. You have started something. Willis. Oh God, no, I'm not gonna stop smiling. Thank you so much, uh, Yusef. Thank you. They just cutting up. So listen, I want to thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Janae, for doing what you do. Thank you, Willis, for showing all the love. We'll be back on Monday. We're not we won't be here on Friday because we take Fridays off because you guys are just doing what we do. Party over here on YouTube. See, the only problem with that, Willis, is that they give us infractions. They give us like copyright infractions because we play all of the good music and all that kind of stuff. So this is what you do. Come on over here if you want. Y'all are invited to the after party. Oh, now they just clowning. Now they talking about what you talking about, Willis. Just listen, y'all don't know if Willis that old. Willis may not be old enough to know what y'all talking about. See, now y'all showing your age talking about what you talking about, Willis. Y'all showing your age. Y'all showing your age now. Just y'all are special. So listen, thank you so much, our YouTube family. Thank you so much. Thank you, Willis. You the GOAT. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, everybody who's been on with us today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. We getting ready to kick. They are still clowning over here on TikTok. We gonna continue. Willis say, I'm gonna get a TikTok. Don't come up. Don't come over here with them. You stay right over here with Janae. So listen, we want to thank Janae for keeping our YouTube family safe. We love you. We appreciate it. We listen. We gonna go ahead and wrap up for today, and we're gonna be back over here on YouTube, not on YouTube, on TikTok, doing our after party. So you're more than welcome. Much love. Thank you so much. We're gonna see you next week. All right. All right. We're gonna sign out. Party's over here now. Party's over here.